Pemo Josh Barina. Ain't nobody else cleaner. Got the Neil Barina acting like the Neil Barina, but you know I'm the real Barina. Alright, what is up everybody? Pemo Josh Barina here, back with another video. Thank you for checking it out. This video is going to be a little bit different because it's more of like my experience rather than me explaining exercises and things like that. So bear with me. So just like the title states, this video is going to explain my squat everyday challenge or my squat everyday experience, I guess, and we'll go into more detail why I did it and all of that. So let's get into it. So what is squat every day? Squat every day is literally means squat every day. So if you're gonna squat for your workout, pretty much just challenges your body, pushes your body, and you just back squat, front squat before every workout. And if it's a leg day, you do leg day. If it's a upper body day, whether it be shoulders, chest, back, you gotta squat prior to that and then move on to your workout. So you might be wondering why I chose to do squat every day, and the reason why is because I got hurt in the middle of October this year. I was actually filming another dunk struggle video, and about 5 minutes into the session I tried doubling up over one of my friends who's about like a couple inches taller than me, and worst comes to worst, I get over him but I don't really get the dunk down. I land wrong and I suffer a high ankle sprain, and it caused me not to be able to push off or jump or walk properly for about like a couple weeks. So I was out for a couple weeks without, but I was walking and stuff, I just couldn't push off that area. So I was seeing a sports doctor. I let it kind of try and heal on its own, and it kind of hurt a lot, so I started seeing a sports doctor, and he just like, we did sessions, and then I started asking him like, hey, what can I do? Can I squat and this and that? And he said as long as it doesn't irritate the area and you're not putting a lot of force on it, then you can do whatever you want. You could back squat and everything. So then I started researching like workouts that I can do. I did a lot of the workouts that didn't necessarily require weights on your back. So a lot of the hip abductor stuff, adductor stuff, like the leg curls and the leg extensions, I did that. But eventually I started to try out squats, and squats didn't really irritate the ankle area because I have pretty good mobility. So I started squatting. So after the first day, because I didn't initially plan on squatting every day, I watched a video that night after the first day of squatting, and I think it was a squat everyday video. I forgot what the video was called or who it was by, but I watched the video, and I'll probably link it in the description. But I got very like motivated to like squat every day because of like the testimonies and all the people who do squat every day. They always see like a crazy result in their numbers for squat, deadlift, and bench, and everything else. They say that if your squat goes up, then everything else is gonna get better. So I was like, hey, why not? Let's try it out. Also, aside, I guess another reason why I wanted to squat every day too and try it out is because I'm not that strong in terms of my legs. If you know, like I've only been lifting and working out for a couple of years, so legs and strength, just like strength in general, is like something I lack. So I kind of wanted to test that out as well. And in order for me to increase my vertical, which I'm trying to increase my vertical, believe it or not, I was trying to get to like a 50-inch vertical. I have to get stronger because I got the speed and like the technique, but I don't really have all the strength there that's necessary. So me getting stronger will help me out in the long run, because if I increase my weight, I can increase my weight in other exercises and things like that and try and push my body a little bit more. So this will kind of benefit me in the end. So squat every day began in the beginning of November. So I think I started on November 2nd and it lasted until December. And it's, as of today, it's the 14th, and I've been squatting every day since then. And just a little disclaimer before we get into like the experience, I guess. There actually were days where I missed squatting, so those days were pretty much days that I was not literally able to be physically in the gym or just get to a gym on time, or there were days where I just physically wasn't able to lift. I'll explain the criteria. Literally, my day would go whatever time I could get into the gym. I would walk into the gym, find a foam roll for about 5-10 minutes, and then I'd get on a stationary bike for about 5 minutes to warm up. And then depending on what I guess squat variation I did, because I did different variations of squats, I would do lunges, or I would do like standing squats, bodyweight squats, and things like that. And then I'd go into either front squat, back squat with a narrow stance, and then wide stance. And then there was other variations, like there was like a band resistant squat that I did one day. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I did. And then eventually I would just do the rest of my workout. So the only rest days I got were off days. So every other day was an off day for legs, and then I'd work on legs. So to explain the first week of squat every day, I remember the day after the first day, it was pretty tough. I was kind of like hesitant because I was kind of like tight from the day before, and the next day I tried not to go that high in weight, so I went pretty light. I think I went around like 150 to 170. And yeah, I think I was doing front squats just because I just did back squats. And then every other day since like after that, my I guess mentality was that I was kind of scared because I didn't want to feel sore, but I knew I was going to feel sore. But I was kind of confident because I was like, hey, I'm trying something new and I'm excited, but I'm kind of hesitant. So that's literally how the first couple days went, and it wasn't fun. In the first couple days, I slowly started to realize how important mobility and like just recovery was just as important as doing the exercises. So I tried to focus more on the mobility, foam rolling, stretching, and getting my muscles prepped so I can squat. And I remember each day I would squat, I'd sweat more, and I'd be more hesitant because as like the days went on, delayed onset muscle soreness like kicked in. So like on the third day, the first day of lifting was the soreness, and then the day after that it was really sore, the day after that I was really sore, and it just followed until like the 7th day of squatting. Now in the later part of that week, like the 5th, 6th day, 7th day, the 5th day for sure, I remember my mental state was that I was like, I'm tired of squatting every day. I'm not even doing all that much weight, and it was just getting tiring. I was super sore, and my mental state was like, you either do this now or you're not going to do it at all, and you're just going to quit. And my mind was like, I just need to do it. So by the 6th or 7th day, I was just, forget it, I'm just going to do it. And it was kind of like a good thing because it like set the precedent for the rest of the, I guess, month. And it was a really good thing to know that I can, persevere through just a first week of squatting every day. Most people would think that's kind of crazy that you're squatting. Like some people I saw at the gym were like surprised that I'd be in the squat rack day in and day out. And I know that for a fact they're just asking, they're in their mind, they're like, well, that kid's squatting, that's bad. He probably shouldn't be doing that. He's overtraining. Yeah, after the first week, it wasn't too bad. And then the second week, we'll explain that right now. Now, the second week, I kind of got into a little groove. Went up about 10 or 15, maybe 20 pounds. And I started doing more reps. The rep range was around, I think, 40 to 50 reps total. Split up with like 5x5 or 5x8 depending on how I felt and how like the warm-up felt. And the big thing was that I was playing it by ear, but I was still trying to reach that, the 40 to 50 range for reps. And it felt easier to do because I just did a whole week of squatting, and my mental state was definitely like boosted because I got through the first week, and then the second week just came and I was just doing the same thing just with more weight, and it was really cool. And I remember like not really being phased, other than the fact that there was one day I missed. I think the whole month I missed like 3 days, and the first day came after like maybe 10 days. So it was a pretty good like break, I guess, because my body just kind of needed rest, but I didn't really feel all that tired. It's just my mind was a little bit fatigued, and my muscles were kind of just adjusting to everything. Also, one big thing I noticed in the second week was that I wasn't feeling as sore as the days went on. It kind of just felt like I just had to squat. My muscles were just, like I said, adjusting to the workout. Now, by the third week, everything got easier. Mobility, warming up, all that was just in routine. I'd get to the gym, just get it done, and then start squatting. The tough parts that I had to endure with, like, I just show up to the gym and the squat racks were all like unavailable, and I'd get so impatient, so I'd have to like use a leg press or like a hack press or like a random machine, or I'd have to use the Smith machine to like warm up, and then I could get to the squat rack, which sucked. But you know, you gotta do something, you have to like compensate. But my mind was I just need to get under the bar and squat and get it done. And it was a really, like, I guess, like light bulb moment, because I found some type of determination to get to doing the exercises and doing the squats. And it was just fun because I was just doing it, felt good, and I would just get through my workout a little bit faster, and I was really, really focused. And also by the third week, I was probably going between weight. I was going, the lightest I was going about 185, and then the heaviest I was going between like 205 and 210, and I was doing the same rep range, around 40 to 50 reps, and I was trying to go for a good amount of depth. And my squat in general, in terms of form, got a lot better, and I wasn't really grinding out squats by the end of the week. I was more of just like repping it out, which was a really good feeling. Now, as the fourth week came around, I started to go up in weight again. I think the heaviest I went was about like 230, but on average I was doing about 225. Earlier in the week, I was hitting 225, and it was kind of hard at first, and then eventually I just started just repping it out, and it just felt good because I did mention earlier, but 225 was pretty much my goal to be at by the end of the month, just repping out. Prior to this, 225 was kind of just like out there. Like, I wouldn't do it all that often. Sometimes I'd try and PR or like do, I guess, 225 by the end of my sets, I guess, and I'll do it for like 5. But now I could be able to, back squat it more often, and it was a really great feeling, just being able to push that weight and having it not feel as heavy and not feeling as intimidating. And it was just like an awesome feeling. Some other things by the fourth week that came around was like I was hitting a good amount of depth. I was pretty flexible. Somehow I was able to jump by the end of the month, but not without pain. But I was able to grab rim pretty easily, and it was, I guess, I was able to maintain my vert, not as much, but like just standing vert was a lot easier, and it felt a lot better, and I was a little bit more confident jumping rather than before, and it was just good, like, overall result from just squatting. Now, some results that I saw from squatting every day was that my squat definitely got better, like form wise, depth wise. I'm a little bit more comfortable doing back squat, also with the wide stance, and also front squat. I'm a little bit more comfortable with everything. Another thing is that my legs got thicker. Obviously, if you work out an area a lot more, your legs are gonna get thicker. So my butt, my thighs, my quads, and my hamstrings got a lot thicker and stronger, and they're a little bit more flexible. Before I wasn't able to touch like my toes as easy. Now I'm a little bit more mobile, and my muscles aren't as tight. Another thing is that I feel the strength when it comes to like walking, or just like trying to jump, or just like other things when you use your legs. Like, I feel a little bit stronger, and I feel like now, once I fully recover with my ankle, that I'll be able to do more exercises and be more comfortable with my legs and things like that. And it just makes me more excited to jump train, and I'm feel more motivated after doing that. Some other results was that I gained some weight. After that, I gained about like 7 to 10 pounds. By the beginning of November, I was around like 160, 163, and then by the end of the month I was about 170, 172. So I guess that's good. Also, all my other lifts, I guess, got stronger. I'm a little bit more comfortable lifting heavier weights now, so I push my body a little bit more. Not necessarily saying that I'm like a lot stronger, but all the areas that, like, outside of squats, just feel a little bit more comfortable, so that's a good thing too. Now, do I recommend squat every day? Maybe. It depends on where you're coming from. For me, I think it helped my mental state, just because I used to not like going into the gym and working out. Obviously I do it, but I don't really do it because I want to. I do it because it will benefit me in the end. And then eventually it made me want to go do it, and I was a little bit more determined to go hit the weights and get under the bar and lift, versus just like, oh, I can do it tomorrow, because I had to go into squat. I had to go every day to squat. So my mental state got a little bit better. I was a little bit more motivated, and in the end it was just like beneficial for me. Also, if you want to do it and you plan to do it, make sure your squat form is good, because if you're doing squats wrong, you could definitely mess up your body. So squat form is going to be important. Also, if you want to try it out and you're not mentally prepared, then yeah, I wouldn't do it. or if you're like a beginner, I probably don't recommend it. As long as you find the right guidance or the people who will help you out with your form, or you know, things like that, I feel like you should build up to squat every day versus like just going at it. Now, some advice that I have for anybody who would want to try squat every day. Obviously, there's going to be like set workouts that you can look up and try out. But the way I did it was I kind of just played it by ear. And the big thing was that I, listened to my body. So there are days where I felt really weak or tired or down. And I wouldn't really necessarily push myself, but it was more of just like I'd have to get it done. So every day you're not going to PR. Every day you're not going to hit like the heaviest weight possible. Some days you're going to go lighter. Some days you're going to go heavier. It's just how you're going to listen to your body and how your body's reacting to the squats. So definitely take that into consideration. Another thing is that you shouldn't rush to go up in weight. Like I said, listen to your body. So if you're just hitting 225 and you're grinding those out, definitely don't go up to like 245 and try to do those. Your body's probably not going to be ready, and it's going to kind of have a negative reaction, and you could hurt yourself. Lastly is understand variation and get comfortable with other types of squats. So if you are really good at back squatting but you're not good at front squatting, get better at front squatting, because the areas in that, like in the muscles in that area that you need are totally different than what you need in your back squat, and you're only going to benefit that from the end. So if your back squat is good but your front squat is bad, get your front squats up, and eventually your back squat will get a little bit better. So just keep that in mind as well. So that pretty much does it for my experience for squat every day. I still plan on trying to squat every day. Obviously there are going to be days where I can't, but squatting is going to be a big part of my workouts now. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that video. I know it's a little bit different, but just wanted to put that out there for what I've been doing, because I've been kind of MIA since the last video. But like I said, I might make some videos or put some videos out in the near future, so keep a lookout for that. That pretty much does it. I'm Penwell Josh Barina, aka Spider Pen Wheezy. All the links are going to be in the description for anything that I referenced. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Like I said, make sure to like it, because that's how YouTube works now. Like. Try and get this video as many likes as possible. Also, if you're not yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe to me here, somewhere at the button somewhere here. And then also follow me on social media outlets. Those will be in the description. That pretty much does it. Hopefully you guys have a great holiday season. And I'm out of breath because I haven't done this in a while. But hey Neil, you want to be in the video?
What's up?
Okay, peace.